Aston Villa host Swansea this Saturday 24th for their Premier League fixture. Let's welcome now new guest Martin Green to the show to run through the match. Now, the Villas are in trouble this season, and with news hitting the mills that Tim Sherwood could be the next manager to leave post, this certainly won't be helping things. Can we see them win their first home match on Saturday, Martin?
For me, it would be very doubtful. They've been in terrible, terrible form this season. They've lost 7 out of 9 games, and it's hard to see where the win's going to come from. The players look as if they've forgotten how to win. They're pretty toothless in attack, and they're not particularly well organised in defence. They don't seem to really know how to grind out results like some of their relegation rivals do. The tactics of Tim Sherwood are often to send everybody careering forward without really paying much attention to defensive responsibilities, and they've been exposed several times. And although this is an out-of-sorts Swansea team, I really can't see Aston Villa getting that much needed win at the weekend, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Do you think Swansea 2.6 Coral, do you think that's sort of like a good price there for their win?
I think that's a good price. I think that's a good price for Swansea, yes. I mean, they've been out of sorts themselves, really, Swansea. They haven't had a good run of it. They started the season really well. They've had some great signings. Andre Ayew was Player of the Month for August, and he's looked like a real creative spark. And they've had Batafemi Gomi up front, scoring lots of goals. But they've sort of dried up in the last few games, and they've struggled. Yesterday, they just narrowly lost to Stoke. So they're not in the greatest run, which is why you're getting a better price on them. But
yeah,
I could see them having a bit too much in midfield and a bit too much experience for Aston Villa. So I would back Swansea for this one, yes.
Yeah, I also quite like Swansea to win to 0. Obviously, last 2 meetings have seen Swansea win 1-0 there. Swansea win to 0 is 4.1 bet Victor. Would you take that over, say, both teams to score, which is 2 Coral?
I probably would, yes. I don't think Aston Villa have a great deal about them going forward. Jack Grealish is the one sort of spark, but he's young and inexperienced, and you've only got Rudy Gestede up front, who's no Christian Benteke, the top scorer they lost from last season.
Yeah.
He hasn't exactly been firing on all cylinders, really, Gestede. So I could see that. I could see that happening. Yeah, definitely. If Swansea are as organised as they can be at the back and play their possession football, then Aston Villa won't be able to get near them. So yeah, that looks like a good bet.
All right, great stuff. Do you have, say, 1 or 2 tips that you could present to our viewers today, sort of suggest what to bet on for this match?
I would imagine that Swansea would score. So I would look at a first goal scorer or to score at any time, and I would look to Gomi, their main striker, for that. He's got a good eye for goal. He's pretty dangerous, and yeah, you can get a decent price on him to score at any time. So I definitely look at Gomi at any time, and perhaps Andre Ayew. He's playing for Swansea, and his brother Jordan Ayew is playing for Aston Villa. So there'll be a bit of a rivalry between the two of them, and their dad will probably be watching from the stands. So he'll have a real sort of point to prove. And he started the season really well, but he needs a goal to sort of boost his confidence. So I'd look at those two to score at any time, and I'd agree that Swansea 2-0 looks a good sort of bet to me. So maybe look at there being 1.5 goals or more in the match, or just the straight up correct score 2-0 to Swansea. That would be a tip from me.
All right, great stuff. Yeah, and you've also got sort of the Swansea win, which is a very good price there, or even Swansea win to 0. So plenty to consider for this match. Martin Green, thank you for joining us.